Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Pick 6 Week 2, settling into the high school football season. Last week it was like, oh, high school football's here. This week we're settling in. Regular season. Great way to kick things off last week, of course.
It really was.
This week we keep it going here. There were some good games here tonight.
Absolutely. We're a show for all of Southern New England, whether it's your favorite teams in Rhode Island or the big programs in Massachusetts.
And that's why Ian and I got together this week and we said, you know what? Tonight's primetime matchup, let's go somewhere different, shall we? Let's go to Hockomock territory. The Big Red running on to their home turf, Beaupre Field in North Attleboro, home to the 2-0 Red Rocketeers. They're hosting 2-1 Taunton, led by head coach, and get this, former Channel 6 intern Brad Sidwell.
Get out.
Told me he was sorry he couldn't join us at 6 o'clock, but said to say hi to Ken Bell. Isn't that awesome?
The legend.
So cool, right? In the game, the Tigers get a little luck on the bounce of the ball there early. How about the Edelman Super Bowl-like catch there? We've had a couple of these to start the season.
I caught it!
Look.
I caught it!
I got it! A great play. This game, though, was dominated by the Red Rocketeer rushing attack. Later in the first, Ryan Bannon begins his big night, stomping into the end zone. Puts North in the lead, 7-0. Jump to the second, now a 14-0 lead after a second rushing TD by Bannon. And this time, Rocketeers go to the air. Chase Frizzoli goes to his reliable target, Bannon. Again, he's got a touchdown catch. Count them up. That's 1, 2, 3, 21-0 North Attleboro. They go up 28-0 before the Tigers finally get on the board. Jeremy Neef gets a short kickoff and slices through the Rocketeers to return it 65 yards to the promised land. Makes it 28-8 at halftime. But that's all the visitors could come up with for points, because second half, more of the same from the home team. Brady Paradise gets his touches out of the backfield, gets to Paradise, one of his 2 TDs in the third, makes it 35-8, and Bannon would top off a big night later. His 4th touchdown of the game, 3rd on the ground. North Attleboro wins our Pick 6 primetime matchup for Week 2. High fives for the kids on the sideline, 42-8 the final. Here's reaction from our primetime player. All right, here with our Pick 6 Week 2 primetime performer. Easy choice for us tonight. It's this guy, Ryan Bannon from North Attleboro. Ryan, 4 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. What was your secret? Did you have something in your breakfast this morning that got you going, or what happened to you?
It was the energy drink before school and the energy drink after school. Celsius, shout out Celsius. They help a lot.
The performance that you guys had tonight, it was obvious from the get-go that you wanted to, ground and pound tonight. How much pride do you take in earning a victory that way?
They beat us last year, so we had to come in, play our best game. Our offensive line, we have the best in the Hockomock League. No one can stop us. Victory means a lot. 3-0 now, we gained some momentum.
To get off to a 3-0 start, what does it mean to you guys, particularly with all the work you put in through the summer?
It means that the hard work has paid off. We have guys, we had 630 lifts every day. We worked hard all summer for this. We got some games left, playoffs. We just got to keep on rolling.
What do you have to continue to keep doing here to, earn this success?
We just got to keep on playing our game, and we're going to win a championship.
Okay, there's the confidence right there from Ryan Bannon. 4 touchdowns tonight, our primetime performer. Ryan, congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really impressive performance from North Attleboro, a proud program. Ryan was at the head of that tonight, and obviously Brady Paradise had a couple too, but really, when you have a rushing attack like that, you got to give credit to the big boys like he did. That offensive line dominated the game tonight.
4 touchdowns for number 44 on the night, and NIL deals are trickling down to high school now.
For
Celsius, get into North Attleboro. We have your first spokesman ready to go for you. All right, we'll go from Massachusetts down here to Rhode Island with Keith Croft, who was newly inducted into the Bishop Hendricken Hall of Fame, leading his Hendricken Hawks in a Division I battle now against last week's primetime matchup winners from Cumberland. This was a 2-point game at halftime, folks, but here in the third, Jeremy Sadie breaking free and scampering into the end zone. He'd have 3 scores on the night. Hendy extending its lead 21-12. On the ensuing drive, the Clippers trying to stay in it. QB run from last week's primetime performer, Evan Spencer. Maybe he had some Celsius today. Sees some grass, he's going to mow it, getting the ball into the red zone. But this drive would end with a turnover on downs. The Hawks keeping Cumbie to 12. Hendricken wins 35-12.
Another week, another thriller for Cranston West this week against Portsmouth. Tony Moretto, SVIsports.com there. On 4th down, Kellen Cornell fumbles the snap, gets it back, and scores. The Falcons take a 7-point lead. Fast forward, 14 seconds left. Last chance for the Patriots. Adam Kahine to Joseph Sanders. Touchdown Pats with 14 seconds left. They go for 2 and the win. Quarterback scrambling, gets to the edge, diving for the pylon, but it's called short of the line. Cranston West wins by an inch. 2 games, 2 one-point wins. Cranston West 27, Portsmouth 26, the final. Wow.
Way to finish, Falcons, 2 weeks in a row. Now to Barrington, the Eagles in their home opener, a Division I clash against Burrillville tonight. Barrington head coach Sandy Gorham said it last week. He's going to run the option until they throw dirt on him. They fake the dive, give the pitch to Kellen Johnson. He finds pay dirt. Barrington striking first on the touchdown run. Burrillville put up over 40 points in the first half last week. Here you see how. Logan Gelinas going up deep to Jack Beluzzi, baby. He's got a stride on his defender. Rainbow throw and catch. This one actually becoming quite the barn burner. The Broncos take it 14-6, the final score. In Division II, Lincoln playing down below the hill behind their school, hosting Moses Brown under new head coach Lorenzo Perry. The Quakers knocking on the door. They give to Mason Tokars, who's off tackle and into the end zone for the score. MB taking a 13-6 lead in the third quarter. Later on, the misdirection from the Lions, hand back, John Nickel through the wide open lane into the end zone. They go for 2, no good, so down a point, but the Lions would make up for it, going ahead with a score with 4 seconds left in this game. Another nail biter. The Lions win this one. Lincoln wins 18-13.
In South County Friday night, South Kingstown and Middletown facing off. D2 matchup thanks to Photog Bryant for these highlights. The Rebels running tonight. Jordan Shalou, it's up to you. The workhorse back, a carry as they were driving. And then he tops things off later, getting to the promised land for the score. I hear they have a new offensive line coach at SK. Guy must know what he's doing, right? Maybe.
Yeah, he does.
Bueller. Middletown would get into the end zone in the second half, but this one belongs to SK tonight. 28-6.
Last year's Division III runner-ups, West Warwick up in Pawtucket tonight to take on Shea. Picked this up in the final minutes of the first half. The Raiders trying to push the ball down the field, but the Wizards defense gets to the backfield. Delvin Polanco with the sack, so the orange team getting the ball back. And they go deep into the playbook here, looking for the halfback pass. That is sniffed out by the Shea defense. Get out of here. Joseph Manu ends the threat. They get their offense going, though, to the tune of a 28-7 West Warwick win.
We had Thursday night football in Warwick. We got Friday night football in Warwick. Pilgrim hosting Cranston East Thunderbolts, trying to make lightning strike, but the rusher here met by a group of patriots. What do you call a group of patriots?
A militia.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, I ask these important questions.
Pilgrim
we have
militia,
to establish
Coit. Come on, man.
You're right. East, though, would get on the scoreboard later with a long TD connection. Giovanni Gonzalez finds Amias Reed deep, and he's got the grab 60-yarder for the Bolts. That's a lightning strike, I'd say. Unfortunately for the visitors, it was not enough to rally. Pilgrim take this one low-scoring affair, 13-6, the final. Down to Narragansett for Davies taking on the Mariners, and right away, look at this. Did you see that? Oh. Did you see that? Jomar Lopes looking straight into Brian Geary's camera, making sure he captured it, and he got it perfectly. Yes, we see it. Patriots in for 6. Pats and Mariners playing back and forth. The Narragansett defense says, "Hi, neighbor. No Gansett for you." But later, the Patriots would connect again through the air, this time going to Edgar Melendez for the nice gain. Davies wins on the road Friday, 24-20, the final. Ian?
Back up to Massachusetts for the Blue Bombardier Band, perhaps the future Band of the Week.
Perhaps.
Here on ABC 6, rocking the stadium at halftime as Attleboro takes on Bishop Feion in a crosstown game. Early in the first half, looks like Big Blue gets something going. Tunnel screen to the receiver. He's tripped up, though, and the ball comes out. Braden Goodwin coming up with the pigskin and returns it into Shamrock territory. They'd end up scoring off the turnover, getting it into their quarterback's hands. Owen Mortis to Aiden Bednarik on this touchdown pass. Final score 31-0 Shamrocks. Now to Seekonk, where the Warriors trying to break 500 on the season against Old Colony Votech. Seekonk QB Joseph Nolan with a perfect throw to the end zone. Gavin Wright with a contested grab. Home team taking the lead on that score is 16-8. Later on, they give to Dominic Bonafiglia. He's got the touchdown, and he's trying to get the crowd on their feet. 22-8. Seekonk, they go on to win in front of their home crowd, 28-16, the final.
That is a heck of a name. And now to our now local news app. Matt was in East Greenwich for the Avengers game against Central Falls. Here you'll see the Warriors, Abraham Rivera, the big boy with the pick. But then another defensive stand from E.G. Tyler Gesowich. I guess which way the ball is going, Ian.
The other way.
The other way. Another interception. East Greenwich wins 19-2. Hey, we encourage you out there to post your highlights to the Now Local News app. You might see them on Pick 6 later this season. Scan the QR code on your screen to download the app now. That's your look at the high school football highlights and Pick 6. We got more sports after the break.